Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on I Am Maggie channel. And I am Maggie. And what we are doing is a slow crawl through Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle Guidebook. And what we're looking is Rumi was so known for helping us to be in our heart, opening our hearts, anything around the heart. So what I'm doing is a slow crawl through this book like I do. Here's a beautiful picture of Rumi. And just doing a slow crawl because, I know we can do readings and all these things, but we a lot of times rush through things and there's just beauty in slowing down sometimes. So this card is the first card and it's called Beyond Death, Life. So first card, Beyond Death, Life. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond the point, no trace remains. Rumi. I'm calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known. For what you have known is now too small for your soul. So what you have known is too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth as pure beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. All right, we're going to dig deeper into this card. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness, and wholeness leads to divine revelation. The purpose of the soul incarnating in this world in the first place is to realize its divinity through the sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realization of divine oneness, and the more powerful its determination to shed that which may constrain complete and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening because your own divine soul has chosen for it to be this way, so that love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor is there anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss, there may be uncertainty and even insecurity. Yet you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you as you slumber across her in the course of your clumsy, inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, throwing her head back in ecstasy, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion, and with fierce passion for your blossoming into that you are, that all that you can be. Yes, we are. So what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of loss as a beloved, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despair or depths of your grieving heart. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities have shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego masks too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be. Your death may be a choice to let go, to take a step in a new direction, to move house, to the end of a relationship, to change a career, or to step away from a religious or philosophical tradition or group of teachers. So a lot of us are going through this right now with the Great Reset, the COVID, and all these things going on. We are dying in a part. We're dying so that we can die before we're dead, so we may live. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstance changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition through this death may be triggered by an inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. Nonetheless, it powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards great confusion as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may be at first, appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence. Wait, I'm going to read that again. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may at first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. So it could appear as crisis, but we are to see the grace in it because there's tremendous wisdom and compassion. Think Phoenix. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose. If you wish to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death, gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have had in your life, that you are untainted and you will be more easily able to trust in the love the divine has for you. You won't question your worthiness, or therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at times. The divine is a relentless lover, and it wants nothing less than your total being to be held in its embrace. Sometimes that means we will have to give up lesser loves for the greater love, the divine one that calls us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful, blazing soul having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. That is what is happening in your life now. Whether the death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is as yet showing up in your life, either way, there is an ending imminent and a new life coming for you, with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine its beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear and hesitation. Focus on what is becoming whilst honoring what is no longer to be. So that's really powerful, guys. Beyond death life. She just made so many, hit on so many points about how we are literally dying to so many things. And so many of us, this is so true with everything that's gone on in the last few years. Loss of loved ones, loss of career, transitioning to new career, loss of certain possessions, moving to a new home. Like, we need to look through the eyes of grace to see through the crisis that we are being upgraded. And it isn't, I mean, I'm not perfect, but we want to do our very best to relax into the flow of the divine and of the universe as it's calling us forward to our best and better life. So the next part is a sacred honoring ritual. So if you will, place your hands on your heart and say the following. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me release what I no longer need, what is too small for my great light. Help me recognize the purity of my own being so that I can more easily trust in the divine love calling to me. Like an insistent lover in every moment, I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. Keep your hands resting on your heart at the center of your chest and simply breathe in and out, gently and easily. As you're doing this gently, easy breathing, focus on the feeling of your hand on your chest and do this for as long as it feels good to you. And when you have finished, open your eyes. You have finished your honoring ritual. And I just want you all to know that, we know the field of the heart is much larger than the mind. And we are wanting to sync our mind, our heart, our body, our everything. We want to sync up to the divine so that we are open channels of love and light, like St. Francis of Assisi, like Jesus, like Sadhguru, and like you. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I do hope when you get a chance that you will leave positive comments on how you may be having a beyond death to life experience. I'm working towards 1,000 subscribers. I'm working towards, improving this channel. So when you do get a chance, like, subscribe, and leave your positive comments. And you know what comes next. Peace in, peace out.